In this video, we take a look at the 9 most important derivatives formulas to remember. Welcome back. I'm Ash with Math Hero Academy, bringing you the 9 most important derivatives formulas to remember. So let's get started. The most important derivative to remember is d dx of x power n, which is going to be n times x power n minus 1. Note that d dx of x power n, this derivative will work for any value of n, if n is a positive number or a negative number or a decimal. Then we've got these 3 trigonometric functions. We've got d dx of sine x, which is cosine x, and if you add a co in front of it, you're going to get a d dx of cosine x, which is negative sine x. Now recall that anytime you've got a co in front of your trigonometric functions, you're going to have the derivative to have a negative sign. So derivative of cotangent x and cosecant x also will have a negative sign. So let's move on. d dx of tan x is secant squared x, and similarly d dx of cotan x or cotangent x is equal to negative cosecant x squared. You can see the similarity over here. You got a tan x secant squared, you got a cotan, you got a cosecant, just with a negative sign. d dx of secant x is secant x times tan x. Now you put a co in front of it, you got a d dx of cosecant x is going to be cosecant x times cotangent x with a negative sign in front of it. Next, we have 3 inverse trig functions. d dx of tan inverse x is going to be 1 divided by 1 plus x squared. And now, once again, we use the same trick. We have a co in front of it to get cotangent inverse x, and that is going to be negative of 1 divided by 1 plus x squared. Similarly, d dx of sine inverse x is 1 divided by 1 minus x squared, and d dx of cosine inverse x of cosine inverse x is 1 divided by 1 minus x squared with a negative sign in front of it. Note you've got negative signs all over here and just a co in place of each of these functions. And then finally, the slightly difficult one to remember is d dx of secant inverse x is 1 divided by x times square root of x squared minus 1. And then if you can remember cosecant inverse x, it's just going to be the same as the secant inverse x except with a negative sign. Finally, you've got d dx of e power x is just e power x, and then d dx of a raised to x is just going to be log of a to the base e, this is ln of a, multiplied by a power x. Now you can see that if a were equal to e, then you would have d over dx of e to the x is equal to ln of e, which will go to 1, and then you'll just have e to the x here, and so this is a special case of this d over dx of a to the x. Finally, you've got d dx of ln of x is 1 divided by x, and then d dx of log of x to the base a is just going to be 1 divided by x, and then you've got a ln of a term here. Once again, if you have a as equal to e here, you're going to get 1 divided by x multiplied by ln of e, which is going to be 1, and so this differentiation will reduce to the differentiation to the right hand side, just because your base over here on the left hand side will be. So these were the 9 most important formulas in differentiation that you will need to memorize. Just keep practicing the problems, and soon you will know that you got these formulas down cold automatically. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Till next time, adios.